Hey, hello there guys, Proxence here, and welcome back to another Yokai Watch 3 guide. In this guide, we are going to be taking a look at how you can befriend Hinozall in the game. Essentially, this is going to be a continuation from the previous tutorial that showed you how you can battle Hinozall in the game, so do make sure that you have done all of the stuff that was shown in the previous guide. Before we do get started with this guide, let's take a quick look at a word about the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by the Yokai Watch Amino. Essentially, Amino is a mobile network of communities for basically every hobby or interest throughout the world, and it manages to connect together fans of these series. The Yokai Watch Amino is one of these communities where fans of Yokai Watch can get together and do a bunch of Yokai Watch related discussions. One of my favorite things you can do on the Yokai Watch Amino is to browse the featured page, since you get to see a bunch of awesome fan art that people made, especially the amazing Yokai Watch 3 fan art. You can also check out the battling center to have some battles against other Amino members, or check out the trading center if you want some help finishing your medallion. On top of this, there are a bunch of public chats to just chat with some people, and you can even find me on here by searching for Proxence, and then you can post on my wall to ask me basically any question. The possibilities are pretty extensive, so just check out the link in the description, download the app for free on iOS or Android, or just find Amino on your app store and search for Yokai Watch when you're in. Alright, so to get started with the process, you'll first need to head over to the detective's agency as Haley-Ann, and once you are here, you'll need to open up the quest list. In the quest list, you're going to need to go through until you can find the quest that I am currently showing on screen, and this quest has an icon of In Journalist on it. Once you find this quest, you'll need to select it and start it up, and the first thing you'll do will involve a small discussion with In Journalist, in which he's going to tell you what you need to do throughout the process of the quest. And once you finish up this discussion, you'll need to head over to Yoppel HQ, where you're going to need to go over to the office of Steve Jaws, which is located in the central part of the building. So once you enter, just go around the front desk and then head over to the office area. Once you're there, you'll need to speak with Steve Jaws, and by speaking with him, you'll basically be introducing him to the whole interview portion of the quest, which is going to occur at a later point. So once you've spoken with Steve Jaws, you'll need to go over to the business building in downtown Springdale. Do keep in mind that in order to go over here and in order to get everything done, you'll need to go when it is nighttime in Springdale. So once you're at the building, you'll need to go over to the floor that Hinozall is located on, and you'll need to go to this room that he resides in, and you'll need to speak with him. And really, you're just going to have a discussion where you're going to tell him a similar introduction to the one that you told Steve Jaws previously. When you finish speaking with Hinozall, In Journalist will show up, and he's going to go over the information that has been received, after which he is going to tell you that you need to go over to the next location. The next location is actually going to be back at the detective's agency, and once you're at the detective's agency, you'll need to speak with him, and essentially he's just going to tell you that you need to get a Miradox before you need to actually do anything else in the quest. So the way you can get a Miradox is pretty easy, since you just need to get an SP and a Mirapo. To find an SP, you need to go over to Nocturne Hospital during the nighttime, and you can find her on the first floor of the building. If you'd like to increase your odds of befriending her, you should bring a yokai with a befriending ability, and also bring some vegetables, since those are her favorite food. To find a Mirapo, you'll need to go over to the base of the Excellent Tower during the daytime, and you need to look in the flower patches that are located in this area, most of which are going to be located on the left side of this bottom area. If you want to increase your odds of befriending Mirapo, you should bring a yokai with a befriending ability and some Chinese food, since that is Mirapo's favorite food. So once you've befriended Espy and Mirapo, you need to go over to the Fusion Temple, and you're going to need to fuse these two yokai together so you can get a Miradox. And once you have a Miradox, you need to go back over to the detective's agency in order to speak with Journalist once again. And when you speak with him, you're going to be told that you basically just need to go back and meet with Hinozall and Steve Jaws once again to continue with the whole process of everything that's been going on. So I recommend that you first go over to Yoppel HQ and speak with Steve Jaws once again in his office, and this discussion is basically going to confirm his interest in the whole interview thingy. Then you should go back up to Hinozall in the business building in downtown Springdale during the night to confirm that his interest is still there as well. Once you've done this, Journalist and Miradox are going to show up in this room with Hinozall, and they're going to tell you that you need to go over to Yoppel HQ once again, and I know it's a lot of walking back and forth for this quest, but it's worth it in the end. So just head over to Yoppel HQ, go to the bottom floor, and then go over to the room that is in the top right portion of this lower floor. In this room, you'll need to talk to Miradox, and once you do, Hinozall and Steve Jaws are going to have their whole discussion / interview, which is going to take a little bit of time, and during this discussion, Journalist is going to inspirit them, which eventually will lead to Hinozall turning into Hinozall Awoken. And once this discussion has reached a certain point, Hinozall is going to attack you in his awoken form. So, with this battle, make sure that your yokai are as good as possible and follow all of the strategies that you had to follow in the first fight against regular Hinozall, since most of Hinozall Awoken's attacks are going to be the same. One of the most important things you have to keep in mind is that you need one of the dropped blasters in order to break through Hinozall's shield, which is going to get summoned after Hinozall gets to half of his HP. And basically, once you've managed to defeat Hinozall Awoken in the battle, he's going to go back to his normal form, and then at that point, you will finally befriend Hinozall in the game. And once you've befriended him, all of the yokai there are going to have a quick little discussion, and the quest is going to get finished up right then and there. So I hope this guide helped you guys out in your quest for getting Hinozall in the game. If it did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Also, if you have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. And, well, as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.